Okay, I'm recording. I need some cigarettes, man. Someone send me some cigarettes. Here's the weather. Can you see it? I had to change the filter on the phone. Change the filter on the phone today. I gotta pull the fence back up too. It's got bent fence. Instead of defense, it's bent fence. Yeah. How's it look? Sun's over this way. Let's go slow. Listen to the Blue Jay. Blue Jay's here. Wires are popping around. It's pretty windy today. What's going on with you, son? No, but what I really wanted to talk about, I woke up today. Can you hear the wind blowing? Let's go out back here, see if I could gesture some of the hidden fucking ground lines back here. See what happens. See what happens. I woke up and fuck it, I'll show my face. So, you hear me? It's pretty windy out here. And I don't know if anybody can hear it very well. Tough shit. I had to stop. Pay attention. We're going to talk about whiskey distilleries today. And how electric works with whiskey distilleries. But anyways, I heard Putin's in some shit. I got some sort of like documented, like somebody talking about some of the things that are occurring with President Putin, and like there was just a bunch of assassinations on some of the, what do they call it again, the ringing bells or the whatever over there. And Mr. Putin's like kind of stuck in the basement, worried about his food and his security, and using paranoid, the fear frequency, to his advantage as of right now. So as I heard about that for a little bit, it brought me back to bootlegging liquor. And like whenever bootlegging of liquor had started here in the United States of America, Russia, did you guys have to bootleg vodka or liquor? Or is it always just legal? Yeah, come drink. But they was making the electric liquor here too back whenever they outlawed. And it was just putting them AC currents up here and shit. And there was no cameras to record. Okay, what is it whenever you got a feedback loop stuck on your whiskey distill? You could blow up. It's like a feedback problem. You could probably catch fucking some spirits talking to you with a feedback loop on your whiskey distill. Well, yeah, you gotta heat that fire up. And by the way, I got a bone to pick with you guys cooking. You guys don't use wood no more, do you? You guys out there in the middle of the woods, they figure out how to put them fires out on you guys, huh? Shit don't burn, huh? That wood don't burn no more. Get you that nice smooth burn and boil that water just right. You have to go to propane. It's a more sufficient and guaranteed way. They haven't figured out how to snuff propane yet, huh? They haven't figured this out. Here, come on, let's show you where the antenna is at here. Look what they did here. Do you see that, everybody? We're trying to learn history here a little bit. Now, tell kids how everything's been for the past 100 years in a sort of like short video. And how everybody that is like that. Guys, I hear there's kids making neutronic fusion generators, and they're only like, fuck, they just got dick hair. They don't even have hair under their arms yet, and they're making these generators called a neutronic fusion generator. Kids, are you down there? Are you in that big fucking whiskey distill down there? I'm being dead serious right now. Because the way they make neutronic fusion generators in the hills, it's a little different process, because when you see the guy that says he's a hillbilly, and he has himself a cup of liquor And right next to the cup of liquor on the table, he takes a lighter and puts it, takes the liquor, dumps a little in there, and that catches that shit on fire. But you can't see it. But it's hot. And that fucker picks that up. One gulp. That shit is down his fucking hatch. Marine Corps, you ain't got shit on that. You ain't got shit, because what I'm about to tell you will make your kids fucking wonder just who the untouchables are that mom and dad have to send them to school with vaccines. Anyways, well, when that guy does that, this is a very important process, because that cup of water has changed his harmonic, just like taking pills. Hell, even a vaccine now with our addictive electronics. It's pretty close, because it changes your eyesight, it changes your balance. It's called unequilibrium asymmetrical undulation of a neutronic fusion generator, motherfuckers. They said NIST isn't doing human testing with addiction to electronics. Okay, let's watch the Hillbilly do it. Okay, and now we do have the Wi-Fi that can see him and pick up all his little fucking. This is a fucking hero in America. And people will laugh at him and bigot him like the kids at school will just look at him on the floor. But there's somebody that knows that data is very important, like the kids that are building neutron fusion generators. Let's dive deeper into it. Oh, look at this fucking shit all over here, huh? Oh, look at the colors. I did tell you guys I changed my camera filter, huh? I put a different filter on. I don't know if it makes a difference or not. But let's get that. Come on, lens. Use that as your filter. That's called harmonics, huh? It's sort of like lens. I'm getting you drunk. You're gonna see shit a little different here. What do you want? Dope? Coke? Meth? You see shit just a little bit different. Psychological pills. You see what they're doing to the state hospital kids? I don't know what the fuck's in there. But we know liquor, coke, dope, pot. It's like an optical filter for you, huh? It's like identical to a laser. And that's a nuclear process? Or is it a fusion process? Fusion, is that fission? Fusion? And then they say when the shit splits or comes together so tight, you change to like, you go from sober to fucking drunk. And they call it hydrogen. In a nuclear fusion process, it turns to hydrogen. Hey, Hillbilly, you get that? Yeah. Just smile. Anyways, like how easy this is to break down by watching a hillbilly drink a cup full of fucking corn whiskey. And in the process of watching government contractors comprehend that this hillbilly knows how to control the fucking weather. He knows how to control the weather. Because I'm going to show you what the hillbillies, they know, and they don't like take no pride in it. They're like perfect Freemasons. You see this little contraption right here? The guys that wear towels on their head know this too. You see this in the middle of the desert where it's real hot? They don't need this down there in hillbilly land. They know how to take hot air and make it cold by doing nuclear fucking fusion. Is that right, guys? How the water conditions the electrical, the static pressure. Oh yeah. Use it as a dielectric capacitor with its water crystals. Yeah, they know all this shit. They know all of it. experiment going on here. Like, you guys are going to start using botany as your filter. Are you guys going to continue to use botany as your filter? You running impedance, cellulose, it's like camera fucking junk too. Anyways, it's off the charts with the Hillbilly software right now. It's off the charts. But anyways, this is a process in the human body that is going fucking like it's cocaine with a fucking a transvestite running naked in the halls of school. Like, no, don't talk about this. Do not talk about this. And that brings me back after bootlegging and the electrical signals of bootlegging. Guys, what are you doing in there? Oh, boy. Oh, the trees are dead, and there's a hell of a goddamn fucking bent fence here. Thank God it's bent today. Because if it was straight up, their harmonic would be the same. And if they don't know how to do it, you know somebody was here and cheating and just passing along fucking... What do they say the computer's doing? It's knowledge hunting. You're so full of fucking shit. Because that computer could read every book in one fucking day and have every fucking piece of knowledge on this fucking planet. You ain't knowledge hunting, motherfuckers. You're hunting for fucking what they would call... Well, you got us... United States, we got to send the kids to school. They got to have the special juice to get into school. If they don't, mom and dad go to jail. Okay, and the only other position is mom and dad have to go through cyber school. And you have to get the addictive electronics to the kids. Okay. Well, that's what we got here. And the kids, they have to figure out what they're going to do after school. Knowing Mr. Untouchable's there. Watching her every fucking move now. And then I'll take it right to 33 years ago. The internet was released to the public because of what the fuck the drug dealers started doing to communicate with one another, and the missile manufacturers and sellers and blah, 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 blah. And these guys, like, can't get out of this weird... They get, like, the electrical signal stuck in their head. And they don't know what the fuck to do besides, like, what the Untouchable tells them to do. The Untouchable. So it's like, kids, here's a perfect example. You know, the narco state, I just seen a video on the other day. I heard it was on Netflix or something like that. Little kid, like, saying he refuses to sign a piece of paper that I'm pledging not to get addicted to drugs or sell drugs or something. And the little kid said, I don't agree with this. Because the pharmaceuticals profited $2 trillion last year alone. Profit, $2 trillion. And it seems as though the Untouchables are selling me to cut off my dick pills. So the kids are going to go in the hospital. You hear me? I don't even think you guys can hear me. Wind's blowing pretty good. Boy, if you could hear the phone discharging, like literally just, it's not even a reverse configuration. It's just a pole shift and it goes out the other way. There's no such thing as reverse configuration, and Mr. Forbes knows this. No, there isn't. You guys keep lying through this shit. It's bullshit. Yeah, it's reverse. You fucking idiots. Well, I'm playing back history right now, talking about the whiskey distills. That turned into a whiskey distill now, huh? Fucking Bell Labs. Ring your bell, motherfucker. You have no choice but to laugh at this shit, dude. You really don't. All right, I gotta go in. The phone line's gonna change. Pay attention. I'm gonna try to be quiet on the broadcast. We'll start it back over here, and I'll give you propagation with what they call a medium for you guys to go in broadcast business. The newscasters and radio broadcasters know this like very well, and there's ways to change your overtones. And you have to pay attention to this because the filters of the destructive interference of the house change everything. We'll stand right here. But anyways, we're catching back up to when the internet released. There's some prominent figures in the 90s who are no longer here and sort of filtered this, and they were from South America. Hey, kids that built them generators, this is very important. There's some of them people that are down there, they never got credit. They've had that down there for fucking 33 years, kid. And you gotta look here. You gotta look. This is a rocket builder. These kids, they don't even have underarm here, and they're building fucking rockets and fucking shit. And Mr. Untouchable's sitting there, well, I'm not gonna touch this kid, but if that kid over there does it, it's like the drug dealer game, right, kid? That was on Netflix. Well, let's see. We'll all pick together here. We're Mr. Untouchable, and we're all under surveillance. This guy here could deal the drugs and make tweaker fucking geographic, but this guy over here, no, he can't. And that guy over there, if he goes to prison, other people see it. Well, they're doing it too, and bang! D-Wave knows this. Grok knows this. So it would be like, kids, you gotta pay attention here. The internet has only been here for 33 years, kids. Like right on the spot, 33 years. This is what we developed in 33 years. And there's a lot of shit that, well, they call it, what do they call it again? Like cover up your pride. Like avoid the 7 deadly sins type of shit, and it just becomes the biggest nuclear program I've ever fucking seen. Because what I'm going to tell you, how we develop whiskey now, okay, that back in the 90s, they built Miami. Okay, so they say, through this trade of fucking absolute fucking guaranteed income, unless the mountains blow the fuck up. Okay, let's fast forward. We're gonna talk about how you distill shit now. And they say when you distill shit, if I had a bucket of water here, I'd show you. I'd certainly show you. But you get this thing here full of water, sort of. Okay, and that's got your sugar and your they call it MASH instead of mesh network. The hillbillies come up with this first. It's called MASH, motherfuckers. MASH. It's cybersecurity right here. And they take that and put it in something that's, well, something copper, something metal. Okay, something copper and metal. And then underneath of it, they put fire under it and take this bunch of water and turn it into steam. And the steam goes up through the copper and comes back down through a Tesla coil. They call it a worm. And the water vapor turns into something different. They took the water out of this can, fused it together up here some way, somehow, and come down in this little pot through a worm. They had to step it up with a transformer. And that's how you make liquid oxygen and liquid nitrogen. The same way. And that's nuclear fission, nuclear fusion, hydrogen. What do you call it? Neutrino fusion generator. Iran says they have a tractor beam. The hillbilly says we got 4x4 fucking tractors. When you take this fucking water and drink it. But now instead of using fire, you see that amplifier over there, motherfuckers? They call that a free energy electron beam. And based upon where you distance. Well, if this is the laser beam, that's what? 2 meters? No, it didn't get a good cook here because the distance was wrong and the reflections was bad and we was catching all kinds of turbulence in that dielectric. Let's move it back here and up. Let's change the height because that's the amplitude and atmospheric electricity. These hillbillies know this. Don't have to talk like a fucking Einstein. And I never seen them on the news ever for like, these hillbillies was out there cooking, they caught the whole mountain on fire. None of that shit. What it does, you know, you're in the hollers there, you know it goes up and down. Kind of the forgotten shit, and they sing a song about it later at night. Flush away them spirit. But it's just so easy to see the new way to cook liquor. Distill liquor, right, Jim Beam? You use a free electron energy beam, run it right to the copper on a pot. It's like kids in school. They're vaccines. You do the same thing. It's like, come on, let's create some steam. We'll drink the kids. EOD, fish, bomb squad, SWAT team. What are you doing, making steam out of kids? Refinery, that's a nuclear program. Bingo! Anyways, there's still a network extension here. I don't know where it's coming from. Everyone like left the area, but it's still here. Hey, what is it? Police cars that would come sit over there with the crabapple tree. Did you guys pick it up? Did you see Big Dick Energy? Whose is that? How about bingos? Did you find Mar-a-Lagos? That's why that kid went down there with that jerry can and fucking shotgun. You know that. And I don't know why you guys keep going after Trump, dude. That's not your play. The only way Trump, excuse me, the only way Trump gets to you people through this filter is that new free energy free electron beam. You get rid of that, Trump don't get to you no more. So who is it? Trump don't control that. This is where the hillbillies in the holler, they went to church and did their evaluations like, can you keep up? We moved away from stupid people so we don't have to see them on the TVs and radios and they don't listen. Well, you're here. We gotta eat. These hills here. That's why we chose these hills to keep us in stress so we don't have to be around all these stupid ass people. That's God's stress. If you can't keep up, you gotta go. And if you ain't gonna go, well, we know some ways to fucking cherish you. Quite literally. Why does it become so hard for people to see this? And they look at the hillbilly and laugh at him. But they know how to turn hot air into cold air without an air conditioner. Do you? Unreal. They know, these guys here know how to use these wires. This shit's unbelievable. They come here, try to pressure people, because there's a lot of pressure on Putin, there's a lot of pressure on Trump, and the administration with Trump. And we keep forgetting about the untouchables in the fucking school networks. Keep forgetting about this. Well, it's like, it reminds me of bootlegging and shit. You know, either there was a lot of extortion back then. Like, people would just show up, we want fucking money, or we're gonna burn your fucking house down here. That's how it was. Look what it jumped to. The extortionists don't even have to fucking show their faces at your house. And I just heard Mr. Kennedy talking about people putting technology underground. This new technology. They said it's carbon capture, and it's a technology. Mr. Kennedy, the internet's only been here for 33 years. These guys have no clue what the fuck it's doing. And then you get up about hillbillies knowing what they're doing, and they have to come to the rescue again. And then some folks, it becomes like an addiction plotted program for National Institute Standards and Technologies. 14-year-olds. How much steam you collecting off of kids per day with your Bitcoin equations? This is the planetary fucking, like, you got your good stuff. I gotta end this. I just wanted to talk about some of the history of America. And I'm in Pennsylvania. There's a big whiskey rebellion thing here in Pennsylvania. Just reading a couple paragraphs of what happened back in the day, how these guys started fighting over whiskey. And because what comes along with whiskey was money and community and who's going to keep the resources up, blah, 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 blah. It's pretty interesting. It hasn't changed. The whiskey's like flowing this way now. A new fucking still, huh? Electron beam electrolysis. What is it?